So those are your four options. 1. As a religious man, he should punish himself for others' sins. 2. He at one time had lusted after her. 3. Men like him make them prostitutes. And 4. He does not have the authority to whip a woman. The question was, in the passage, the church officer is asked to whip his own back rather than the prostitutes because, and these are your four options. The correct answer is option number 3. Men like him make them prostitutes. So in the passage, it clearly says, why dost thou lash that whore? Strip thine own back. Which means that why do you beat that prostitute? You should strike your own back, so you should beat yourself. Thou hotly lustest to use her in that kind for which thou whippest her. So you are the one who's responsible for pushing her into what she has done, pushing her into do the crime for which you are now whipping her. So you have made her the prostitute. You have made her take up the occupation of a prostitute, and now you're whipping her for that. So, which basically means that men like him, men like you, make them prostitutes. So that is so. Therefore, option 3 is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 97 is, who speaks these lines and to whom? Option 1, Edgar to Lear. Option 2, Goneril to Edgar. Option 3, Lear to Gloucester. And option 4, Gloucester to Lear. The correct answer is option number 3, Lear to Gloucester. As already discussed before, I've already said that this speech is by Lear and he's addressing it to Gloucester. So option 3 is the correct answer. Lear to Gloucester. Option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 98, 99, 98 is also based on this passage. 98, question number 98 says, the two sentences in the lines from through tattered clothes to straw doth pierce it deal with two foibles, 1 vice and 2 sin. So about these two, the speaker says that. The question is, the two sentences in the lines from through tattered clothes to straw doth pierce it deal with two foibles. So the passage, the quote ends here at Pierce. It ends at Pierce. foibles. One is vice and two is sin. So talks about two things, vice and sin. About these two, the speaker says that one, vice afflicts all, but sin afflicts only the weak. Two, sin afflicts all, but vice afflicts only the strong. Three, sin and vice are seen in both the weak and the strong. And four, sin and vice are palpable in the weak and impalpable in the strong. So these are your four options, and the correct answer is option number 4. Sin and vice are palpable in the weak and impalpable in the strong. So which means palpable means something that can be felt, something that can be easily felt and understood. So and the passage, if I repeat, clearly says, through tattered clothes small vices do appear. This is basically the quotation given. Through tattered clothes, small vices do appear, which means that through torn clothes, vices can be seen, vices appear. Robes and fjord gowns hide all, but robes and fjord gowns, which are the clothes of the rich upper class people, they hide everything. So they hide all sins. So from torn clothes, vices or sins can be, vices and sins are palpable through tattered clothes. So in poor, sins or vices are easily catchable, easily understood, and for rich people, their vices are all hidden under their riches, under their grandeur. Robes and fjord gowns hide all, plate sin with gold, and the strong lance of justice heartless breaks, arms in it rags, a pygmy straw cloth pierce it. So people who are wearing just straw clothes, which are very thin, which are easily torn, easily breakable. So arms of justice hurt them the hardest. Arms of justice are able to hurt them, but people, the upper class people, the rich people, with their strong lance of justice, go hurtless. So they cannot be hurt by justice. They cannot be punished. So they go scot-free. Their vices go scot-free. But the poor people, the unprivileged people, their vices, they are punished for their sins or their vices. So the correct answer is sin and vice are palpable in the weak and impalpable in the strong. So option number 4 is the correct answer. Option number 4. Okay. So that was question number 98. Question number 99 and 100. The last two questions are based on, again, another passage. So the last passages, I'll read. The surgeon deposited it in her arms. She imprinted her cold, white lips passionately on its forehead, passed her hand over her face, gazed wildly around, shuddered, fell back, and died. They chafed her breast, hands, temples, but the blood had stopped forever. They talked of hope and comfort. They had been strangers too long. It's all over, said Mr. Thingummy, said the surgeon at last. I'm sorry. It's all over, Mrs. Thingummy, said the surgeon at last. So the passage is taken from Oliver Twist by Dickens, and it's in the very first part, the beginning of the novel where Oliver's mother dies. Okay. Question number 99 is, in the expression, quote, passed her hands over her face, unquote, the face is off. So whose face is being talked about over here? In the expression, passed her hands over her face. The face is off. One, the lady surgeon. Two, the child. Three, the nurse. And four, the patient. So the correct answer is 4, the patient. 4 is the correct answer. She passes her hand over her face and then she dies. So the patient is the correct answer. And the last question, question number 100. The implication of they had been strangers too long is, those who spoke of hope and comfort had been strangers too long. Had been stranger to comfort for too long. Three, hope and comfort had been stranger to the patient too long. strangers to the surgeon, nurse and the patient too long. So those are the options, and the correct option is of course option number 3. Hope and comfort had been stranger to the patient too long. So in the passage, if I read it again, they say, they talked of hope and comfort. They had been strangers too long. So after her mother, after she dies, it is the author, it's the narrative voice that says that people talked of people talked of hope and comfort, but they have been stranger to the patient, to Oliver's mother, for too long. So hope and comfort had been stranger to the patient too long. So that was question number 100. So in this video we solved from question number 91 to 100. This is the last video of UGC-Net English question paper of the year 2020.